Dear viewers, welcome to another edition of our program. Today we have a special guest, an Erasmus student from Charles University in Prague, Czech Republic. He's currently staying in Las Palmas, Gran Canaria in Spain. He's 23 and he's studying journalism at University Fernando Pessoa. He is a huge fan of sports, especially basketball. Please welcome Georgiy Petrykin. Hello, George. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, and thank you for such a warm welcoming.
To begin with, can you tell us what made you to decide to choose Spain for your Erasmus exchange, and why especially Canarian Islands?
Okay, so yeah, basically Spain, obviously because of the language. I started learning Spanish in my high school, and then I continued at university, and I was like super interested in the language, and I wanted to make it even better. So going on Erasmus to Spain, to a school that requires Spanish, was an obvious selection. But I wasn't sure about going on Erasmus first overall. And then my friend, my classmate, she was on an Erasmus at Cyprus. We went to visit her there, and I liked this island lifestyle. So I was like immediately sure that I will be choosing Las Palmas for my Erasmus because, yeah, it is on an island, it is in Spain, and of course it's warm all year round here, so that's the best thing you can choose. Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely agree. And what surprised you the most when you came here? I mean, new culture, new language. I mean, not so new for you, but still.
I mean, for me, it was interesting in the sense of comparing Gran Canaria to other Canary Islands, because I've already been to Lanzarote and Fuerteventura before Gran Canaria, and I was expecting the same, not that civilized island. But obviously, Gran Canaria is basically, Las Palmas is basically one of the bigger Spanish cities, and the culture, the lifestyle here is much more different, so that was what surprised me. I did not expect the island to be that fast and quick, and you know,
that urban.
Yeah, that urban, exactly. Yeah. Yes.
So you studied journalism, and what originally attracted you to this field?
Originally, I mean, I like to communicate, so it is a communication study. So I was like, yeah, I should try to study this, and I was studying economics and business in high school, which was thing I hated so much that I was like, okay, I need to study anything but business and economics. So yeah, I've chosen something that is much closer to me. Yeah,
okay,
I like it.
You. That's nice. So I know you love sports, and especially basketball, as I heard. So how did that passion begin? Can you tell me something about that?
I mean, my parents just like put me into a basketball team in Prague when I was 10, and that's it.
So it was their decision.
Yeah, and I hated it first, actually. Like first 2 years, I was like struggling. I don't know, I was not that much of a team player. I was more into individual sports because I used to swim when I was younger and everything. So I did stuff that is more individual, and it was so difficult for me to share, you know, court with other guys and everything. But suddenly I became more extroverted, and the sport clicked with me.
Yeah, so you played basketball, yeah?
Yeah, I still play.
You still play, yeah? That was my next question. So you still play basketball. You have time for that? I mean, beside the university and other activities?
We practice 3 times a week, and our game days are also like super late in the evening, so I have time for that, fortunately. But right now, obviously, it's like half a year break for me.
Yeah, so you didn't play basketball here during your
Not at all.
Erasmus
I did not even touch the ball. I'm so sad about that, but I think it's still in my muscle memory, so it's going to be good when I return in February.
So are you excited to coming back to basketball?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Okay, so do you follow Spanish basketball, and do you maybe have some favorite team or some player in ACB League or EuroLeague?
Yes, I do. Actually, FC Barcelona, that's I think one of the best teams in Spanish league. And of course there are 2 Czech basketball players there, Tomáš Satoranský and Jan Veselý, I think. They are 2 both like legends in Czech basketball.
So they are your favorite players?
Yeah, obviously.
In Spain.
And yeah, and they like play really well. They are like key players for this team. And they even played at Las Palmas, I think 2 weeks ago, because of, like, they had a game here, and I was so sad that I think I was on a trip to Fuerteventura, so I was like, yeah, sad.
Yeah, so do you have any chance to watch some other basketball game here?
Yes, actually we went together on a Champions League game where Las Palmas, so I think the team is called Gran Canaria, played the Spartak Subotica from Serbia, yes. And that was an interesting game, yeah.
Yeah. So be honest now, atmosphere here and atmosphere in Czech Republic, I mean, we're talking about basketball games.
Yes.
Where is better?
I guess here, or at least in Gran Canaria, that was the only game in Spain I experienced. There are much more fans here, and obviously Spain has much bigger attachment to basketball as a sport than Czech Republic. So the fan base is better. Players are also on much more different level of quality than we have in Prague or in Czech Republic overall. So here it's better, obviously. I think overall in Europe, fans are much more better than in the United States, for example. Yeah.
I could definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, in your opinion, what qualities should a journalist have when covering sports events in general, or maybe especially in basketball? What do you think?
You mean overall, like commenting or writing articles just about...
Yeah, like journalist in sports.
Obviously, you have to have a knowledge about the sport. You have to be passionate about the sport.
Yeah.
Like, because when you do a journalism about politics, like, you don't have to be into politics, but you can just, like, transfer some election information to viewers or readers and everything, and you can just, like, be the gap between the information and the public. But in sports, it has to be done through passion, I think. So you should really understand the sport. You should know all the history of the players, like, all of the team.
Yeah.
You need to know all the records that have been done, like, many decades ago. You have to know, like, everything about the sport to be good in the sport field as a journalist, I think.
And first you need to love it.
Yes, and you have to be a fan.
Yes. So what are your plans after your Erasmus exchange when you go back to Czech Republic? What do you plan?
Yeah, I mean, my plan is quite simple. I need to finish my bachelor's degree, so I'll be writing my thesis and preparing for my final exams. So it's going to be, like, not that interesting time, I think, but important.
We must do that.
Yes, it's, like, really important part. So yeah, it's quite stressful, I guess, but I'm still enjoying sun here and everything, so I'm not thinking about it yet.
So one day, do you maybe see yourself in some sports newsroom, maybe as some basketball commentator or something similar?
I would love to try that once, yes, but the competition, or at least in my country, is so big in these fields, in the sports I like basketball or tennis or Formula 1. These are, like, three,
Top sport.
Yeah, top sport, like,
most loved ones.
Exactly. And these sports are not that popular as ice hockey or football in our country. So if you want to be really good in journalism for these sports, you have to really, like, be special, and it's difficult to be special in this world. So yeah, but I would love to try that, at least, like, write an article about sports maybe, or that's
Yeah. So if you could highlight one lesson you learned here during your stay in Las Palmas, Gran Canaria, what would it be?
Many lessons, but I would say the biggest lesson I had here, and I think it's, like, really surprised me, was that, like, I should not overthink things that much as I was overthinking before Erasmus.
Everything is more chill here,
yeah, everything.
right?
No, not only here, like, overall, like, I was, like, so stressed about many things before Erasmus, and then Erasmus was super chill in the end. And I mean, chill in a good way, that, like, not, like, easy or something, but, like, it's, like, everything is doable. And I was, like, so afraid that my Spanish won't be enough, I won't be enough, I don't know, and everything, but everything clicked well.
And one more tip, maybe for students who are thinking about doing their Erasmus, who are maybe afraid of that, afraid of applying, maybe some motivation extra for them.
just don't search for accommodation last minute. That was my biggest stress, and basically the worst decision I could make. I was like, nah, I'll search it later, and then like 2 months before I was like, yeah, no, but like, and also people should be prepared mentally that like first week up to 1 month are the worst, because like you'll be really detached from your home, from your friends, you'll be in new culture, new people surrounding you, new language obviously and everything. So I think everyone should be prepared for that, because I was unprepared actually. I was overthinking completely other things than just realizing that I'm going alone to a different country. I don't know why. So yeah, people should be prepared for this and just overestimate it actually, and then in the end I think everything will be clicking well.
George, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, your experience. Thank you for your time. And thank you everyone for watching, and make sure to stay tuned for new stories.